But yeah, anyway, we should probably talk about, Lee Anderson a little bit. And maybe we should talk a bit about the Kate photo, shall we? So the Lee Anderson defection was a big story, and the Kate photo was a big story, and it's all just got very, very weird. I mean, I think a lot of people predicted the move for Lee Anderson. As Anderson lost the whip for the Islamaphobic comments, right? As that was happening, I remember Josh tweeting, and countdown to Lee Anderson joining Reform in 3, 2, 1. It was Josh just dripping with prescience. Then we've got the Kate photo thing, the Kate not being seen for weeks. Just those two big stories, right? I was like, I mean, obviously something is weird, right, with William and Kate. Okay? Like, we know that. I think reasonable people, reasonably intelligent people will be able to glean that something is up. The lack of photos over recent weeks, Prince William jetting back for personal reasons, unannounced or whatever that was all about. That was weird. Then the picture that they did release the other day, they claim it's legit, but they won't release the originals of it. Also in the picture, she's not wearing a ring. They've yet to explain that. There's not been a credible statement. The Photoshop decoding of it is weird also, but something is up. But she can't talk about it. She can't do a piece to camera to talk about it and explain or send her best wishes to someone with today's newspaper stories there so we know that she's alive. She can't talk about it because the poor thing suffers from mutism. Guys, she can't say a word. Can't say a word. Even if she wanted to. She can't utter a word, guys. I mean, I think actually what's happened here is, right, I think they got so messed up with Diana blabbing about what life was like in Kensington Palace and how messed up the royal family are. I think they got so spooked with Diana that when Will introduced Kate to them, they were like, you better not say anything. And Will was just like, oh, no, don't worry. She never says a word. She's literally silent. We're not going to have any problems with this one, guys. Don't worry. I thought with these two stories, Kate pictured with her mum in the car and there being no other photos and, nothing for weeks. And then, Lee Anderson kicked out of the Tory party for Islamophobia. And that's after he had to leave Labour for the anti-traveller community stuff. But he keeps coming back. I mean, forget the Islamophobia. Forget the racism and not having to refund this guy's money. He's still a donor. He'll still be welcomed into the Carlton Club. Lee Anderson has still got a political career. It really feels like in the UK, the only way to actually silence somebody is to make them marry a royal. Isn't it? I mean, it's like, a bit of racism? Fine. You should become deputy chair. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Islamophobia? Sure. Yeah, here's your press conference. No problem. Then poor Kate walks in like, yeah, I'd like to be a princess for a bit. Never heard from again. Silenced. Like, imagine how crushing that must be for her. The irony, guys, that you think you found your prince. You wanted that modern fairy tale. The royal wedding, the palace. But what you ended up with is an almost perfectly modern retelling of the damsel in distress, isn't it? The princess stuck in the tower.